Hey guys, what's going on? It's Kyger1324 up here today with a small pickups video. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't have a lot of stuff here today, but that's because I had to use my money to get other things, you know, as is the case. But it doesn't bother me because next week I'm going down to my mum's, so give me a chance. I'm going to go and have a look in Basingstoke and Reading as well. So I'll have a chance to have a look around, probably come back with some things, and yeah, so I've got a few retro things here. I've got one Super Nintendo and two N64 games. One of them is boxed, even better. 3 PS2 games, 1 360 game, 2 Xbox One games, and a magazine and a DVD. We'll start off with the magazine. It's just this month's issue, or which month is it? Doesn't say. 167, issue 167 of Xbox magazine. I do get the Xbox magazines. I have missed a few, but I still haven't read last month. I do have it. They didn't have so I just went to Sainsbury's. I would have got a game, but they didn't have anything worth getting for with the money that I had left. But I got this instead, and also I do like Retro Gamer magazine as well, but they didn't have that. You want to just close the curtain? Don't want you. And also from Sainsbury's, I just picked up Ready Player One. I actually enjoyed this movie. I went and watched it in a bit. I went and watched it in the cinema. It weren't actually that bad of a movie. I just loved it for the references, the abundance of references, video game references, other movie references, books. If you like that sort of thing, you probably enjoy this one big Easter egg hunt, which is pretty much what the movie's about. But yeah, it does pretty much show off what video games could become, if I will say so myself. I'm just going to close the the door. It does show off what video games could essentially become. And I did like the movie in the cinema. I've got the DVD now, so I could probably, you know, I can re-watch it and see how we go with that. Fuck's sake, this lighting. I actually hate this front room. This is why I don't record in here anymore. That's probably a bit better. Excuse the pyjamas, guys. That's better. Of course, I have to keep an eye on this one here. And it's been a while since he's been in the video, so you probably heard him a few times, but got a little Superman on, ain't ya? Hey, and I had a nap today. So, Super Nintendo. Just I went to rugby. There weren't a lot in there, to be honest, gaming wise. Their CEX, I will say, their CEX does have a better selection of Xbox One, PS4 and Xbox 360 games. Retro sections, but their PS2 games, sometimes I find some harder to find ones that I don't find around there, and I did get one of them. But on the way back, I just popped into Cash Generator and picked up, it's FIFA International Soccer for the Super Nintendo. Like I said, I did a video on sports games. This was actually, I think, the first FIFA game out there, actually. It might not be the first one, but I think this one was the first one, so maybe I might go for a full FIFA set, get every single FIFA game. Not many people have things like that, you know. It's one of those obscure things that people might have, like a full Kinect set or a full fitness game set, something that most people don't normally go for. So, you know, a full FIFA set could be something I go for. And then on to the N64. Picked up, that was £2 by the way. Did have a basketball game, but I didn't have any more change and I didn't want to break into a 20. So I picked up also Star Wars Shadow of the Empire. The magazine was £6 and Ready Player One was a tenner. It's the DVD version, it's not the Blu-ray, but I am paying £5 more just for the Blu-ray one. You know, it doesn't bother me that much. Star Wars Shadow of the Empire on Nintendo 64. This was actually one of the first Star Wars games that sort of strayed away from following the movies. This one, even though it's based again around that sort of old the Empire period, you know, this game took something different. It made its own story, own characters and things like that. And this game was really good for its time. It still holds up today, but, you know, it's one of them N64 games that you sort of, the more you look into it, you'll find problems with it. But the N64 did have a lot of problems with some of their games, but this is a good game. I'm gonna try and get a full Star Wars video game set. I know that there are some out there that are impossible to get, and like the arcade machines and things. I'm not on about that. I'm on about just physical versions of games that are pretty much easy to get. So got the N64 version, £6. And my first box N64 game is 1080 snowboarding. Yeah, 1080 degrees snowboarding. I was surprised actually. It was £5 in CEX. £5 for a complete in-box N64 game. I know it's not necessarily the best N64 game, but it came with the manual, the cardboard, and the game. So I'm quite happy to have a box N64 game. They're not easy to find around here, and the ones that are that you do find are often overpriced, in my opinion. But I do like the design of the N64 cases. They're pretty cool. It's cardboard, unfortunately. It seemed like Nintendo didn't learn until they got to the GameCube, actually. Because, you know, the NES, the Super Nintendo, and the GameCube all had these cardboard boxes, but that's pretty cool. I do like having my CIB complete in box stuff, so I was very happy to get one, and for a £5 can't complain. As for the game, it's like an average snowboarding racing game like Cool Boarders or SSX. It's alright. I played the GameCube version, haven't played the N64 version, but got it now, so at least I can try it out one day. And then 3 PS3 games, PS2 games, first off, something not that great. Sonny Garcia Surfing, it was 50p. Again, the box isn't in great condition, but it was just a game that I haven't seen in where I've been before, so I just picked it up. Again, it's kind of ironic that I did a video on sports games and I talked about a surfing game. Here's another one, so yeah. And I also picked up, actually, I don't actually have hardly any of the Disney games on PS2. So I picked up Donald Duck's Going Quackers. No, sorry, not Going Quackers. Quack Attack. £2.50, not bad price. It's sort of like a platformer action games. Disney games have always been decent. But when they sort of went into the 3D era, they sort of started going downhill. The 2D Disney games are fantastic. You know, Aladdin, Lion King, the Mickey Mouse games, all of those things. Some of them are fantastic, but I hardly have any Disney games, ones that are actually start with Disney. So, and there's about 30 or so on PS2. So, yeah, I've got Donald Duck one. But the best one, and this is definitely the best pickup of the day, Ape Escape 2. Alright, Ape Escape 2, only £6. I was quite happy with this, actually. I remember playing one of the Ape Escapes as a demo on PS2, and I really enjoyed it. I loved the graphics back in the day. I loved the whole having to pick up, you know, capture the apes and stuff, and you know, it was very interesting sort of game. What's this? So it was very cool. I was very happy to have an Ape Escape game. I think the third one is also on PS2. So I was happy to get the second game. I think the first one's on PS2 one, and the third one's on PS2 as well. So very happy to have this. Finally have Ape Escape. And the Xbox 360, just a small pawn shop in Rugby. Picked up Soul Calibur 5. Looking for the new ones coming out again. You know, I do like Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2 is great. I love that game. I'm not the greatest at fighting games, but I do like Bandai Namco fighting games, like so Tekken and Soul Calibur, and who, you know, the sort of like special character in this game, or you know, what's the word? Crossover character is Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Of course, 4 had Star Wars characters, so this one had Ezio Auditore. And I have played a little bit of this game, I think, and it seems like a really good game. And then 2 sports games for the Xbox One. Picked up Madden 15. I got 25 not too long ago. So here's the next one I needed in this series, 15. So it was £2. You know what? I hardly ever see any Madden games in CEX on Xbox One. I see them on the 360 and stuff, but hardly on the Xbox One. So I was quite happy to find that. And also I picked up another sports game, Rugby World Cup 2015. So yeah, that was another sport that I forgot to mention in my sports video, and I did watch that video back the other day, and I thought that was a pretty good video myself. I really did like that, so I'm definitely going to do more videos like that. So here's a rugby game, and yeah, you know, my partner likes rugby, you know, everyone up here likes rugby, so, but I don't really care much for it, but there are video games, and here's a modern version. Yeah, it came out in 2014, but you know, well, 2015, 14, whatever, but I don't know how good this is. I don't know which ones are the best rugby games, but there are some out there for you rugby fans. Dancing to the groove, dude. No. Shh. Oh, what? So, yeah, that's pretty much all that I got today. Not a lot, but I will say this about going on into rugby, the amount of shops that were closed down is unbelievable. It's so sad. They used to have a shop in there called The Strand, and it used to be a video game shop, and it used to sell retro, modern, everything. And they used to do like body piercings and things like that in there. So it was kind of an interesting shop, and it's closed down now. Yeah, you've got Daddy's Star Wars there, yeah? You want to play some N64, do you? It was kind of sorry, I'm bouncing him because it keeps him quiet. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed, really, but I wanted to go somewhere different. I've been there before quite a few times, so I am familiar with it, but oh yeah, that's what I forgot to mention. I went in there, and I remember there being a little sweet shop in there, and I remember having a bunch of sweets that were dirt cheap. And I thought, where is it? And they had only moved it to a bigger shop that had the sweet shop in it, but then the other half was an indoor play area for kids. So when Logan gets a bit older, we're still up this end, he can go down there. Had a cafe in there, a little arcade for kids, all the old sweets. And I got 2 big bars of Swiss chocolate, a big bar of Milka with the jelly beans in it, some small little Milka bars, and a big packet of Smith's crisps which comes with Frazzles, chipsticks, and also no, this side, and also and it also came with snaps in there, and also I've got 2 packets of bonbons and 3 of these little crunch bars which I hadn't had in years. It cost me like £7.30. It was unbelievable. The prices in there are amazing. And another cool shop that we have up here is called Hamilton's, and they're like discounted sweet shops. Now the food is all still in date and everything. It's not discounted because it's out of date or nothing, but it's just crazy the amount of food and drinks that you can get in there at bargains. It's like a bargain shop. It's crazy. And I love going in them because I love me sweets and me munch. So if you got the munchies and you're up this end, up West Midlands end, definitely check it out because there's a bunch of good stuff in there. Sorry it's not the longest video today. I would talk more, but obviously because I've got Logan here and the Heather's gone to the doctors, I can't really sit here and talk for hours on end. I could finish the talk at the end, but it don't really matter, to be honest. So I can put some music on and we can have a little dance, eh boy? But yeah, I enjoyed myself. Nice to go out. Definitely nice to go out into a different sort of area and do something a bit different, even if there weren't that much. But we are planning on doing up this house, this front room. Now, what we're planning on doing is behind me here, where I'm sat right there, where that chimney breast is, we're going to put some sofas over here, and then right over there where that one is, we're going to get 2 big units, TV units, one of them, and we're going to have all of my consoles hooked up, but except from the other Xbox One, which we have upstairs in the bedroom, obviously for media purposes, you know, when we watch YouTube and stuff at night. So all my consoles are going to be on display. I'm going to get some switchers, so I'll have an AV one with my retro system, so the Sega Dreamcast, N64, Mega Drive and the Super Nintendo all hooked up together into thing, and then I'll have my 2 modding systems hooked up, the Wii Cube and the Wii and the Modfather hooked up, and I'll have fucking the 2 HD console, well 3 Xbox 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One. My PS2 obviously uses component cable now. I upgraded to component cable. Slight difference, but you do notice it when you're playing. I did enjoy it. It's not the best component cable. I know there are other options out there for HDMI for PS2, and you know, I'm still trying to get my PS2 in the best to look as good as it can. Obviously, being a big PS2 collector, I would like to have the best looking things I can. And I can't wait to have all that on display. And we should be doing that when we come back from my mum's. This Sunday, we're going to be watching SummerSlam because this little man's not going to be here. You're going to your nanny's, aren't you? Your nanny and granddad's, eh? Yeah, and we're going to my mum's next week. It's just going to be us 4, my mum and dad and me, Heather and Logan. My brothers are going to Reading Festival, so we get the house to ourselves. So that means you can sleep in your Uncle Jack's room, yeah? Yeah? You get your own room because he sleeps in his own room, you see. Normally you'd be sleeping downstairs and you don't settle. So I said to Heather about putting him in my brother's room, and hopefully he'll settle better. Because you get a bit of a pain at times, don't you? So the thing is, so yeah, so when we come back, we're going to get all the front room done up. So I can't wait. You know, we are painting this Sunday as well. We're getting carpet fitted next week while we're away. So hopefully this living room will look pretty good, and you know, everything will look pretty good. I think carpet and the units on the wall and having all my games ready to play up. You know, I don't care about doing up all the house and all this shit. All I care about is having all my consoles ready to play. Why do my cheeks look really pink? It might just be the camera. Hey! So, but yeah, so sorry it's not the most interactive video, but I just thought I'd show what I did get. Little things. It's the little things. Yeah. Go ahead. It's alive. Have a nice day. But yeah, so yeah, I was a little bit disappointed, and it's sad that a lot of these smaller town centres that used to have cool game shops and cool individual shops are getting sold out, because I think what it is because since CEX started selling retro games, it's putting a lot of these retro video game stores out of business because they can't compete. Because most people will go, well, wait a minute, CEX, you know, and all this. But all I'm going to say, if you're someone and you've got a local video game store, support your local video game stores if you can. You know, I can't talk too much because I don't really have many. You know, all I've got down here is CEX Game and the charity shops, really, or HMV or supermarkets, that sort of thing. We don't have any dedicated retro game stores, but we are going to go to Leamington Spa and Birmingham, hopefully, when we come back from my mum's. So we're going to try and explore a little bit further. So when we do go to Birmingham, or Birmingham, whatever you want to call it, however you pronounce it, I said Birmingham. But hopefully when we go there, I might find, I'm going to try and save up some money. So hopefully I'll be getting, I'll save up some money and try and do a bit of a spree down there. Try and pick up some more games and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, and of course feel free to comment below. Let me know what you picked up recently. Let me know what sort of, where do you buy your games from and stuff like that. Alright, and of course feel free to subscribe if you haven't already and join the family. Sorry about the whinging through the video, but what can you do? So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, and of course, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye. Say bye. Hey, what's this?